It's been about an hour and a half and the Briam is out of the oven. Take a look at this gorgeous, gorgeous thing. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty, and I want you to know that the whole kitchen was full of delicious smells. So all the liquid has evaporated and soaked into the veggies. You can see it was a good thing that I put it on a sheet tray with aluminum foil because it did burble out just a little bit. It did take the full hour and a half to get the potatoes soft and yummy. And so now we're just gonna garnish it. We have two things to put on top of it. One is a little bit of olives, and I'm using Castle Veltrano olives today and some Kalmata, but you can use any kind of olives you want. And I'm just gonna take them and sprinkle them right over the top. Ooh, I'm getting excited with my olives. And that's gonna add a little bit more pop of flavor, a little bit different texture to this beautifully golden brown and colored tart. Okay, so trying to even them out right as we do it. You're gonna need about a quarter cup. Okay, so there's my olives, and then I like putting a little something green on top. So there's a little bit of parsley on top of there, and here we go. It's just really roughly chopped because I want both that bright green color and flavor. So here we go. So that is my Greek Briam. I'm using summer produce, the tomatoes that are so great in August and September, and I can't wait to serve this up tonight. One nice thing about this is you can make it early in the afternoon and just let it hang out and serve it up at room temperature. It actually gets better as it cools a little bit because all the juices kind of go into the veggies. Or you can even make this the day ahead and put it in your fridge and reheat it the next day. It's wonderful. You can serve it just like this as a side dish, or you can put it on some farro or another ancient grain, and it would be a perfect main course. So I hope you enjoyed learning about the Briam. Let's talk a little about olive oil. So I've got some of my favorite olive oils right out here. And you know, there's all kinds of olive oils. Y'all know that I'm a fan of the California Olive Ranch olive oils because they have a harvest date on them. Most olive oils do not. They have a best by date on them. The reason that you care about that is because olive oil is its most potent with all of its good antioxidants and phenols at about a year and a half after the harvest date. Most best by dates are about 2 to 3 years after the harvest date. So if you can be a label detective and look for that harvest date, that's awesome. But I don't use just the California olive oils. I love traveling and getting olive oils to bring home. I've got one here from, actually from the south side of Atlanta, from Branch and Vine. I've got one from a trip to Michigan not too long ago, before COVID. I've got one here from Sicily that I ordered, and it is wonderful. And then I have my regular old extra virgin olive oil. So what you're looking for when you're buying olive oil is the extra virgin. So extra virgin, I used to be very careful about using olive oil to saute and extra virgin olive oil to just finish off. But recent research has found that extra virgin olive oil can take up to 420 degrees of heat before it starts breaking down. So now I'm just using extra virgin olive oil for everything. So you want to look for that extra virgin. First pressed or something like that doesn't always mean the same thing. So look for extra virgin, be a label detective, check out at least a best by date or a harvest date. And remember just a couple other things about, culinarily speaking, olive oil. And that is that olive oil's biggest enemy is heat and light. So you always want to buy an olive oil with an opaque, like this one, or a dark bottle, because light can get to that olive oil and it'll cause it to degrade faster. So don't keep it right next to your stove. Keep it a little bit away so that it's not getting hot, because that will also degrade your olive oil. And although color is important in bottles, color in the olive oil itself is not important, because that just indicates what kind of color the grapes were that were used to press for the oil. There's all kinds of different olive oil grapes. This one I just poured a little sip out of my Sicilian olive oil. One thing that you can do that's a really good way of telling whether your olive oil is good is to taste it just straight up. And if you taste it, and when it goes down in your throat, you cough, that is pungency, and it comes from phenols in the olive oil, and that means it's better for you. Shada's got lots more information about olive oil, but culinarily speaking, that's what we're talking. We're talking a dark bottle, keeping it out of heat and light, checking for that harvest date, and tasting it. So I'm going to taste and see if I cough from this one. It's good stuff, y'all. So I hope you enjoyed that quick lesson on olive oil and our beautiful Greek version of ratatouille with tomatoes and olive oil. I hope you make it at home, and until the next video, I look forward to hearing from you about if you made it or not. Thanks.